You ninjas really gotta go. And you know what I mean by the term ninja. Anyway, there's a video. I was watching this one video, which sent me to another video entitled, well, the YouTube title is Father and Son Shootout Captured on Video. And this is from Fox News, Atlanta, of all places, Atlanta, the great bastion of Christianity. Anyway, you see the picture right here. I'm not going to show you the video. I'll leave the link in the description box. And this happened a couple of days ago, a day or two ago. You see this guy right here with the hoodie on, and he has a firearm in his right hand, and this is in front of his house. A well-to-do neighborhood, I guess. He's an Israelite, Jake, and he's shooting at his father. This individual is 26 years old. He's been a man since he was 12. He's been a grown man since he was about 18. You know, when you're 12 years old, 13 years old, you're a young man. When you're 18, 19, 20, you're still young, but you're a man. You can get married. You know, you're expected to have a job, you know, or go to school or whatever. You know, your parents, if you're living under their household, you know, join the military, whatever. This man happens to be 26 years old. This is a full-grown man. He should have had his own house. He should, if he went to college, he should have graduated already, and have a wife and a couple of children. No, that doesn't happen in Negropolis. Anyway, he's shooting at his father with a firearm that his father found in the house. And the reason why he's wearing a hood, because he's a hood ninja. So his father objects to the fact that he has a gun in the house and he has to get the gun out of his house. So instead of complying with his father, he decides to shoot at his father. And his father runs away. His father has a firearm, which that's his house, you know. He fires back. And when I heard the story, I didn't have to know what nationality the father and the son was. I already knew right off the bat that it was two Jakes. And this is the reason why most Edomite cops blow you Jakes away, because they look at you like wild animals, man. You know, this is and Jake is not going to talk about this. Jake is not going to talk about it. If it was a police officer that shot this guy, that would be all over the black news. Jake is not going to talk about this. Jake is not going to talk about all the killings that are going on, the shootings that are going on in Chicago and other places around the country. Jake killing Jake. That's just something that goes on with the news. They say, well, they're two ends. We're not going to put it on the news. That's old news. You know, that's it. You know, it's basically a nuisance. But anyway, this is a goddamn shame. Anyway, a couple of precepts came to mind. One is Genesis 2. I don't got to go to it, but it says, "Therefore a man shall leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall become one flesh. At a certain age, and this is what's going to happen in the kingdom of heaven, your sons are going to grow up and they're going to get wives. Your daughters are going to grow up and they're going to get husbands. And ain't going to be no, hotel, motel, AC/DC in the kingdom. Our kingdom is going to be in complete order. And this right here is out of order. Now, the son is a straight up demon. He's a demon. I can tell you that dude is out there. He probably had shootouts. He's out there with other jakes, and he ain't doing nothing. I guarantee you he ain't got no job. He may be selling weed, whatever the case may be. Yeah, I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. He's a kid. He's a big kid. 26 years old. 26 years old. It says in Genesis chapter 2, therefore a man shall leave his father and mother and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall become one flesh. So that means they're going to get together, live under a house, or live in a house, have sex, have children. That's the order from the beginning. He probably got a little chick on his side, or a couple of them. He's completely out of order. Completely out of order. Now, his father was out of order because his father didn't raise him up. The scriptures say, raise up your son in a way that you want him to go. And when he is, I'm paraphrasing, when he's grown, he shall not turn away from him, meaning raise him in the scriptures. That's in Deuteronomy, the 4th chapter, Deuteronomy 6th chapter. It speaks about knowing the law, reading the law, and speaking about the law with your neighbors and your children. You talk about the law. You go into different scenarios of the law. Well, if this happens, what's the law in that? Which they're not doing. I would think that the father has a wife, and I would believe that they kind of believe in the American way, and I'm guaranteed they go to church. And this man, the father, never realized that his son would do this to him. But they didn't understand the scriptures. And Christianity doesn't teach you about... See, the Christianity is the biggest joke going. Christianity is the biggest joke going. It's a joke. Anybody in Christianity, you looking at a demon. That's why so many people, Israelites, or people, nations, are leaving. Let me get this back up. Okay, let me get this back up. That's why so many people are leaving the Christian church, because there's no answers in the Christian church. Complete joke. Anyway, I quoted a couple of scriptures and I want to actually read a scripture, because this scripture immediately came to mind. It says, Deuteronomy 21, verse 18, if a man have a stubborn and rebellious son, this individual right here, based upon the news, I can already say he's either out there gangbanging, he's selling weed, he dropped out of school, he sleeps all day, he'll get out about 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and he'll be out there doing what he does. I know he's not no good college student, so to speak. I know he's not going to a job. And his father and his mother had to deal with this shit, you know? Now the scriptures say, if you have a stubborn and rebellious son, you're supposed to put his ass to death. Go before the judges, say, I have a stubborn and rebellious son, and stone him to death. Modern day stones are bullets. Now you have Israelite camps that are still in the uproar over this whole rape thing. That's in the law, and we broke it down. But because they're on a low level, low frequency, they can't get it. Well, are you going to be upset with this law right here? No, you can't shoot your son no matter. That's your boy. That's your son. See, we here at Great Millstone, we teach order. Everything must be done decently and in order. Anyway, let me read on. It says, if a man have a stubborn and a rebellious son, which that guy is, he's a stubborn and a rebellious son, this is where this law applies. And the churches will never teach you that. They'll never teach you that. Now, you can't do that, because if you shoot your own son, you apply this law, they're going to throw you under the jail. It says, which will not obey the voice of his father and the voice of his mother. And he doesn't obey he got an attitude, you got to cook his ass some food, and you want to sleep all motherfucking day and play video games. These are some of the activities that this ninja right here that you see on the screen does. And the only solution is the law of the scripture, what the Most High said. There's a reason why the Most High gave us a law. It says when they have chastened him, when he was younger, they beat him, and the beatings wouldn't work. And him will not hearken unto them. Then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him. Oh, and by the way, that word lay hold is the same word in Deuteronomy, the 22nd chapter, and it means to grab by force. And bring him out unto the elders of his city, and unto the gate of his place, because that's where the elders met, at the gate. And they shall say unto the elders of his city, this our son is stubborn and rebellious. He will not obey our voice. He is a glutton. He eats honeycombs all day and play video games. He sleeps until 3 o'clock, then he goes out and he comes home. You hear him coming in the house high or drunk, 2 in the damn morning, and it's going to upset your sleep pattern. And he's just going to go in there and just sleep until 3 o'clock the next morning, the next day. Play video games, and then go out and hang out. It says, 20th verse, and they shall say unto the elders of his city, this our son is stubborn and rebellious. He will not obey our voice. He is a glutton and a drunkard. And all the men of the city shall stone him with stones, that he die. So shalt thou put evil, because this little ninja right here is evil, man. So shalt thou put evil away from among you, which is order. Let everything be done decently and in order. And all Israel shall hear and fear. Anyway, I'm gonna say shalom.